Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? You'll immediately feel a surge of energy and the support of this greater whole of which you are a part. This is how the pent-up, unspent energy of action, which has built up during times of stress, is released. Take a deep breath using your diaphragm and exhale, and you'll see that your stress or anxiety levels drop immediately. Hello, dear friends. Let's discuss how to quickly cope with anxiety, stress, and panic attacks. How you can approach this and help yourself by working with your body, mind, and energy. A characteristic feature of stress is that you freeze, as if your body is in a state of deciding, fight or flight. If the stress is prolonged, this process of internal freezing affects all the organs in your body and especially your energy. Naturally, at this moment, you may notice that your breathing seems to slow down. So the first thing we can actually do is take a deep breath using your diaphragm and then exhale. At that very moment, we force ourselves to breathe, thereby automatically reducing our tension and stress levels. The second thing you can do is try to consciously take a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling while counting to 4. Inhale, hold your breath, count to 4, exhale, hold your breath again, and so on. In other words, this rhythmic breathing will shift your focus to how you're breathing, bringing you out of a state of emotions or anxiety and into the here and now. And you'll see that your stress or anxiety levels drop immediately. After that, it will be easier for you to look at the situation. Again, remember, the here and now plus breathing. Okay, let's move on. The next highly effective way to calm your stress and anxiety is grounding. If you become part of the earth, part of something greater than yourself, part of some larger system, you will definitely feel an immediate surge of energy and support from that greater whole of which you are a part. And the simplest thing we can become a part of very quickly is the earth. Mother Earth, who is always by our side. She gives us energy. She nourishes our etheric body. She gives us life. And so, taking a deep breath, with the intention of absorbing the earth's energy, and exhaling through the crown of your head, allowing yourself to receive this invisible yet very powerful support right here and now, can definitely help you a lot. Another great way to cope with stress is to clench your fists, and tense your body, tense your arms, and tense your legs. When we force our body to tense up, this tension is released through muscle contraction. In this way, the accumulated unrealized energy of action, the energy of activity that has built up during stress, is released. And so, when you're in a moment of stress, if you tense up fully and then relax all your muscles, you'll feel immediate relief, as if that accumulated unrealized energy of aggression has already left you, meaning you've done something. The next method is working with your thoughts, because anxiety is often fueled by thoughts about the future or the past. Ask yourself a question about the present. What am I feeling right now? This brings you back to the present moment, and those anxious thoughts about the future, the unknown, and the uncertainty that something might happen automatically stop, because this grounds you in the present moment. Working with your thoughts is very helpful in moments of stress and anxiety. Notice how thoughts rush toward the future and carry anxieties, fears, and worries from the past. Therefore, the best way to work with your thoughts is to bring yourself back to the present moment. Focus on what you're feeling right now, what you're thinking about, what's actually right next to you, and what you can direct your attention to. This brings you back to the present moment and relieves that anxiety, that worrying about the future. Oh no, there are wild beasts up ahead. That's it. In the present moment, there are no beasts. Nothing is threatening you. And in fact, everything is fine. This way, you have the opportunity to realistically assess the danger that exists, or to realize that there really is no danger. Another very effective method you can try is to write down your anxious thoughts and feelings. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down everything that's bothering you. Get all your worries out on paper. You'll peel back so many layers of your subconscious, and you'll likely get to the root cause of your anxiety and stress. And you may come to understand the rationality behind the feelings you're experiencing. But at the same time, it's a wonderful form of therapy that helps you understand the reasons behind what regularly puts you in a state of anxiety. Here's another way Don't forget that any stress is unrealized physical activity. And so, as one way to release accumulated stress, you can force yourself to go for a walk. Because when we do something, start doing what you can do. For example, around the house, organize a closet, mop the floors, chop wood, take up dancing, do yoga, go for a run, tap with a hammer, or hammer in a nail. What happens? The moment you engage in physical activity, your body will automatically stimulate the production of serotonin, which reduces anxiety levels. You'll feel like you're doing something. Because the worst part of stress, anxiety, and panic attacks is feeling powerless to change anything or feeling paralyzed and unable to act. So in a way, we're tricking our own brain. We're doing something and it calms down. Yes, I'm not just sitting here. I'm doing something. So in moments of stress, don't just sit there. Do something that's how the stress goes away. And the best way to cope with stress and anxiety is to take a course at the Omline Academy. Learn about superconscious states and master our techniques for working with the emotional body, the unconscious and the mental body, so you can protect yourself from anxiety by controlling your energy states. Plus, equip yourself with the knowledge to get rid of anxiety about what might lie ahead. Allow yourself to have a controllable future and a cleansed past. Remove various blocks and problems, restore your inner balance, and feel safe. That's why Omline is the best remedy for fear, stress, and anxiety. Don't face your anxiety alone. Be sure to seek help from a psychologist, coach, or counselor. It's best if someone helps you gain a deeper understanding of the causes of your anxiety, find your own solutions, and understand why these states arise unconsciously in your mind.